fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
Let's not.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Brees gives it up to Ingram. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Brees looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
Take it.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. 17 yards and a giant 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That was a juke.
1st down run there for Gurley, but nothing opening up as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10.
No!
That's complete to White. And they're able to get this one
wrong
across
button,
the
too.
35.
Man, oh man, I
13 yards,
pressed the
good
wrong
for a
button.
giant 1st down.
Don't get it
White's
twisted.
numbers
That
from a
was
week
not supposed to
ago.
go to him.
6 catches, 113 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
And Gurley on first down, no chance that time. He's swallowed up for a loss of about 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2nd and 13. On the move to it, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this will be caught at the 30.
Say it ain't so.
And all the way in. Touchdown,
Let's get
New
it.
York. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
What
And I don't believe that's the kind of play you would have made as a rookie.
unbelievable
Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
As it should be.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
I really don't want to do this because I know they're going to beat my...
Working from the gun, it's Breeze.
Thank
He
you.
knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Boy, that's what I'm saying.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting up.
Nice. He saw the pressure coming. I had to get rid of that. That's what I'm talking about.
But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Nice. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll look to throw here. He hits White, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. On first down, it's Gurley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Now back to throw. Open receiver.
Just hold on to her.
The tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in and picks up the first down. We're not going to stop running.
Even though we're not getting much right now, we're not going to stop running.
Now Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Gurley again here on first down. No
dice 79, come on.
He's hit behind the line and taken down.
You got to choose who you want to block.
Loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those
you're hoping that they block.
Creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. It's caught. This is White. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay.
Are you kidding me?
But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control.
That was the worst 1-yard run I've ever had in my life.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first. Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Good one. This might be you. This might be you.
2nd and 9 now. Dumps it off to Gurley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
To be a problem.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The one running back is Gurley. Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. And the Jets pressure too much.
Okay, I'm doing something wrong because
it's
telling me to press X to release him. Why? Bro, just run your route. And what the heck do I have to press to release you?
And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping a tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting
Come on, jump up and get it. I pressed the triangle.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's go. You tighten up.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze. That's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Breeze hands to Ingram, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze taking a deep shot. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
What?
1:58 left to play.
Come on, bro. You're supposed to be watching that.
I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see.
Let's go!
One that's intercepted.
Run that back, baby.
10.
Way to cover that.
50.
This is my first pick
The
6.
30.
Let's get it.
And he will bring
Let's
it
go.
back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Let's get it, bro.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
I will say one thing. I am doing good. And, well, let me not say that. I just happened to think that it was going there, so I closed it out. But I'm not doing the worst in the passing game.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward. But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's got it to Ingram, complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Breeze now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Breeze going to throw. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DeAndre Hopkins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
This is what
the way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Of course.
And a great return here gets us all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Of course.
So a teammate picking him
that's
up
just
there,
that's only right.
Disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Alshon Jeffrey as the first half is winding down. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start
all quarter.
Now
y'all scored 14 within the last minute. Yeah, that sounds about right.
The second half and score again.
Just make them fumble, computer. Y'all know how to do it.
Absolutely. This is taken
at the fumble
3.
again? Let's go down, please.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
If I wasn't a servant of Jehovah right now, I'd curse.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And the ball
shouldn't even do this. They probably should take a knee because they probably let slowly fumble. Next thing you know, they got the lead going into the after.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've reached halftime with a visiting Giants, I guess you could say, on top of the Jets in this New York rivalry. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one. Frank Gore, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Next, we'll stay in the AFC North, and we'll stay in Ohio as well as we check on the other team in the Buckeye State, the Cleveland Browns. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Lamar Jackson has a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. Drew Lock, responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far as he's thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Remember, right now they are on a 6-game losing streak, trying to snap that. And a good sign is they've got the lead in the football. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
He'll drop to throw. He's got White here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Now it's Gurley.
That's what I'm talking about,
down,
y'all.
but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll set up the throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask.
Fantastic. We'll take it.
And I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley.
Oh, come on, you just block him, 79.
25-yard
just block somebody.
Bernardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Man.
What's the old expression? 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
What's the old expression? Do your job.
Dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
Let me guess. You're going to be so fast that not even anybody
And
can
they
touch.
finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Was that really a fumble?
One slipped away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
Check 43.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. Under a heavy
There we
rush,
go.
and down he goes. There for the sack, Emerson Griffin. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board.
I can't believe
Ended up settling for 3.
y'all made
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only give up the field
got
goal?
everything covered.
And they were able to trot back out on the field and start.
I even tried that all game, and they knew what was
because it
coming.
didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Steps away to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And a throw there.
So he impeded my progress, but I'm not. We ain't gonna get nothing for that, right?
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had.
Dang. Right there.
Just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And now out come the Jets. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about
Nice
that.
tackle.
And they better make sure they love
Nice
him up because he's
open
helped them
field
out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Good job.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Ready. 95-56, 95-56.
Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
There we go.
Throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today.
Oh,
it's
I thought you were going to block him.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage.
Do you love the
Nice linebacker play.
I can't say that I did.
They'll look to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Nice.
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And the lane close.
to you about it? I have. I did. I am. And I will continue to.
Closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes
out your
down.
hands, bro.
Jerry Hughes make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it.
I know we ain't got no place for this amount of yards,
cannot handle
man.
this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And the pressure gets to
I saw
him
it coming to let it
again.
happen. Nothing I
Jerry
can do.
Hughes in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Take the ball.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to play off of. That's what they're looking for here. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Ingram. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Breeze to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Game,
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Levante David in on the tackle. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Back to throw, Breeze. Making the catch is Sternberger. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I wish it was a good game, but it
we talked about with his coach prior to the game.
They did what they wanted when they wanted to, and whenever they had to. We went up 17 to
make the stop before
and they
it turns
came
into
back
something
and
big.
20 to 7. 20 to 7 they won.
And this one looks good.
20 to
It
7.
is good. Right down the pipe.
20 to 7.
And the Jets are going to win the football game.
You deserve to lose, you freaking prick.
A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Jets, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, add one more loss to the
at that
column,
point, Josh, I was
them
done.
to a woeful
I'm not calling
1-9
timeout when I know good and well I ain't good
and they'll
enough to
get a
win the
late
game
bye
anyway.
next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Look at all of this is nothing to show for. Nothing to show for it. Yeah, more tackles than my safety. That's ridiculous. I'm done with that, bro. Too much thinking, too much sophistication, too much you gotta worry about.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side.
Bro, I'm done with this, man. It takes too much thinking. You gotta pre-snap reads, defense. You gotta play the man right so you don't tackle the wrong way. Can't hit his stick like you used to. Gotta keep everything off turbo. Gotta use it too much. It's too much.
We don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Mid beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed if you can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac can't show up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be?